another shady tale of exploitation of cocoa farmers.
Hiano a kayapa, Hiana ba. The uncle Eddie, ye premium no every Bapimine, a young family.
It's a web of shady deals involving officials of certification bodies, licensed cocoa companies, and cocoa interest groups.
Everything that we need to get a certificate is new.
We will take you on a journey to expose the crooks who are compromising the integrity of the International Cocoa Sustainability Program.
The actual work that we are going to do, just be like 10%, the 90% I'll forge it.
It may appear as a simple case of poor implementation of the cocoa certification program. However, this is a complex, dubious, deliberate practice of buying and bagging conventional cocoa as certified cocoa. In this edition of Hotline, my colleague Pt.1 digs into the rot that has characterized the cocoa certification program. He goes in search of hard evidence in major cocoa growing areas in the Ashanti, Western, Eastern, and Central regions, and shows how officials of certification bodies act as auditors and shadow staff to aid in the acquisition of certificates under million-dollar merit deals with key stakeholders in the cocoa sector, facilitating the entire process.
The cocoa sustainability programs are meant to improve on the livelihoods of the cocoa farmers. They are also meant to address the challenges we face in the supply chain, and then also to address the consumption and the processing aspect of it.
In the early 2000s, key players in the cocoa sector and consumers were concerned about the future of cocoa production. These concerns were about poor living standards of cocoa growers, the use of chemicals for cultivation of cocoa, and child labor on the farms. The Cocoa Sustainability Program was introduced so that cocoa farmers will be paid a price premium for producing high-grade cocoa under internationally approved certification standards. However, some licensed buying companies and farmer societies have compromised the entire process. Today, conventional cocoa is sold as high-grade certified cocoa. Wealthy individuals and organizations can also buy or rent the licenses of other cocoa buying companies. And then there is a whimsical, chaotic, and unregulated payment of premiums where cocoa farmers are paid a pittance for the certified cocoa. That's why we go undercover to expose those crooks robbing the poor. I will be dealing with certification bodies as one of the managers of a new LBC. In April last year, UTZ set up a cocoa assurance plan which included a temporary ban on any cocoa certification in Ghana and Cote d'Ivoire. Applying for a new license is out of the question. The option is to hunt for a licensed buying company or interest group in the cocoa sector willing to trade its license. I meet Hope Wardo. Meeting him is the start of our journey to obtain certification license through shady deals with officials of LBCs and CSOs in the cocoa sector. He takes a commitment fee of $1,000 to start his work.
Okay. It's always busy, but you call me. Okay, what happened is this. Since you've not been into the process already, it means that even after you are certified, where you are supplying, you still need my services.
Okay.
Because when you are certified, UT will now be monitoring you.
Okay.
Till the end of till your certificate expired in 12 months.
Okay. And that won't create any problem with us and UT.
No, it's me. I'm a consultant.
Okay.
UT I don't work for Oot.
Okay.
I only do audit.
Okay.
On behalf of those companies.
Okay.
For Oot.
Okay.
But then what I would like to do is that for this first year,
yeah.
because you say you wanted it very fast,
yeah.
I would like that I will come for the audit.
Okay.
So that when we come, I know areas that we did not prepare well.
Yeah. Okay.
Then when I'm pushing the second, sometimes they might even send only me.
Okay.
To do the
That's
audit.
great. Yeah.
And that's to that one. When we are doing documentation, my name will not come as the consultant for you.
So roughly, in terms of the monthly one, how much should we be looking at?
You can. I know your boss can tell me. But me, what I've been taking before is like $1,000.
Okay.
A month.
Okay.
When you commit me,
no.
When you commit me like that, it means that for the next 12 months, every month you give me that money.
Okay.
So for that matter, everything that we need to do to get a certificate is me.
Okay.
This thing, I can say that the time that I'll spend with you in your office physically, it's just like maybe 10%.
Okay.
The other work, the work I'll do in terms of your documentation, mostly certification, you have to prepare the group for 12 months.
Okay.
And based on the number of farmers you have, you have field officers who will be doing training. You have lead farmers who will be doing, you understand? So all those people, they have to report to me.
Okay.
I have to make sure they are up and doing.
Okay.
Any training they need. That's what I'm saying. When you do training, you need to write the name of the trainer and qualification.
Okay.
Even though some of the training, I will get some people who I will take care of.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
To do some training. Yeah. Because I don't want my face to be shown.
Yeah.
He works with 2 certification bodies, but we can identify him with the Business Assurance BV. Hope opens up on how he will work the documentation when UTZ Rainforest Alliance left the ban to enable us to certify our own farm group for certification. Part of the process will be genuine, but a significant part of the job will be falsified.
This first year, I will do everything possible that we don't spend money so much on the things.
Okay.
So that when we are able to get certified and ship cocoa in under the program, and we get premium, and we cannot say that now let's do it, because this is what we are going to do. I can tell you. The actual work that we are going to do just be like 10%. The 90% I will forge it.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
But after the first year, you have to sit down and because after the first year, when they paid you premium, their eyes will be on you.
Okay.
He even admits his actions could attract sanctions from the certification standards body if he is caught. But for him, the gains far outweigh the losses.
What I'm doing, when they even get to know that I'm doing that, they will stop me from auditing and might even sanction me. And why would I be going after that?
Mr. Wodu knows very well why farmers are being exploited by some licensed buying companies that have signed up for the certification program. He adds the 25% of cash premium must be given to farmers.
So when you are shipping, if you certify the group, maybe 2,000 metric tons, 5,000 metric tons, we will negotiate that for because if it's small, it means your premium will be small.
Okay.
So you can say that if you are around the volume you people want, when we start we can see. So the volume, we say that maybe every ton that is going to the program, I will take maybe S amount. And that one too, mostly it's a percentage of the premium, but I don't want to go there. So that
even on the ground, we can even make our PCs slash the premium into half.
Don't give it to the farmers. Give the 25%.
Okay.
That's what is done.
Okay.
And the other, because all these my expenses, plus the ones you do, plus the cost of the audit, it's supposed to come from the premium.
In all, we'll spend fewer dollars securing a UTZ Rainforest certificate if we engage his services.
So, with 5,000 farmers, the audit alone.
Yeah.
If like you are going to fly auditors, it will cost you maybe a maximum of $10,000.
Okay.
I want you to tell him.
Okay.
It will cost you a maximum of $10,000.
Okay.
It might be less.
Okay.
It might be say 8,000 minimum.
Okay.
To 10,000.
Okay.
Then the preparation, it depends on your salary structure.
Okay.
Because that one is your people who do the work.
Yeah.
But as I said, this first year, what I would do, I don't think we spend up to more than $2,000.
Okay.
I don't think so.
We agreed a commitment fee of $2,000 after signing a contract with him, a project management fee of $1,000 for 12 months, then 10% of the total premium received from UTZ Rainforest Alliance certified procurement. He set up a meeting with Abraham, one of the senior managers of a licensed cocoa buying company in the country. He selected Hope to be his spokesperson during our meeting. They would give us their Rainforest Alliance certificate to sign an agreement and ship certified cocoa to a ghost chocolate company. Abraham pledges we could use their Rainforest certificate and pay 140,000 Ghana cedis as renewal fees.
After the certificate is there, the farmers are almost 30,000 farmers.
Okay.
And we are about 4,000 metric tons.
Okay.
But according to, once you mention this tonnage, Hope was telling me that you also export some amounts.
Yeah.
You understand? So let's know how much you export so that I'll talk to Ari.
Okay.
So you can give them red right going to increase the tonnage.
Okay.
And based on that, I can write formally to them so that when we are doing the distance mapping, we can just increase the noise. Okay, we can increase the going to how much we can.
Okay.
We can
So we are looking at
7,500.
500
So
to
how much people are looking for us? Because he told me
so if we so you have about
4,000 for which you can push it up.
Okay. So then we can maybe peg it at 7.5.
For ourselves.
Yeah.
So that you can tell our 3,500.
Yeah.
Okay, good. That's good. So then with this one, then we don't have any problem. Just that we have to quickly do the mapping and renew the certificate. The mapping and then some few trainings.
Okay. Would we have to bear any cost?
Yeah, there's a cost to bear.
Hope steps in to reassure us that this practice is common among some licensed buying companies. He says some companies are actually trading with other companies' certificates.
About it.
For now, you can't get your name on the certificate.
So how are we going to operate?
What happened is that now it's like I have an American visa, and you are using it to travel to America. You have to have seen my name.
We are using your name to do everything
for now,
as if we acquire the visa. Okay.
So it's until if you are renewing it, even now, because we don't have the late embargo on new groups. When we are renewing it, we still maintain that name.
Okay.
But when we renew it and we have our volume, then we can begin to change the name.
Okay.
That is one. That's if those who give us will agree.
Okay.
Or the moment if the embargo is lifted in July, we start our own thing.
You can acquire our own
and get our own license.
Okay.
But for now,
for the time being, you can rely on them and use their name to
do it.
But in our case, he adds that we need to do a bit of training for the farmers to cover up the fraud.
Ari had told me that if you want to increase the volume, I should talk to Morris.
Yeah.
Just they should bring the regions and they can use that one to increase the volumes. Okay. That's what we also have to work for.
Yeah.
And so when we get it, then we know that we are solved with this one, we could be able to supply the 7,500.
But then what I'm saying is that you need to get another certificate of yours
Okay.
that we use. So it means that if these people, we have to send them 2 certificates for the contract.
The contract, okay.
I don't know if you are following me.
So what I'll do is that after this increase, we'll get this 6,000. The other ones,
the other certificate can
take care of them.
To ascertain how deep this canker is in this industry, I request to meet another cocoa interest group willing to sell their certificate to me. Hope introduces me to officials of Farmer Base Association Cocoa, its executive director Fred Amponsa and Juan Ibrahim. We then shift the conversation on the shady details of using their certificate to export cocoa to chocolate producers.
Apart from, I'm asking this question to be clear. Apart from we giving you the lances, what other role are we going to play?
Hope admits that this act is illegal, but for him, in business, interest matters more than standards.
Since he's paying for management of the certificate for you, I don't think it should be 50-50. It should have a little higher. That's why I was mentioning 40. 40% coming to the Copa if it's your Copa.
No, it's not more. Because they have the third position. Yes.
It was like he indicated. It was like he indicated, if we are taking care of the cost of management of the
group.
And
they are still buying.
Yeah. I think 40-60 should be fair.
It will cost the team 1 million Ghana cedis to own the certificate of the Cocoa Farmer Base Association. The executives presented us with these 2 certificates as proof of how serious they were in engaging the team. To industry players, this issue should be a matter of concern. Frank Jabba of Cocoa Merchant again.
If you are talking about certification, you cannot sublet your certification activities to other LBCs to do. If the auditors come, they make sure the LBC that is even into the program is audited, particularly if you are doing identity preserved sustainability project. So that shouldn't happen, and it's not possible to happen.
Selling the certificate is an affront to the integrity of the program. Country Director of UTZRA spells out what it could cost them if such evidence is presented.
No, because that name or that certificate or that registration is covering a certain farmers in a certain geographical location, right? So in this case, you can't transfer the certificate to another geographical location. That is not done.
If someone or a cooperative is flouting these rules, what sanctions does it attract?
I don't know whether in this case it is possible, but within the circumstance we had to abrogate or renounce the certificate if it comes to us.
The regulator, Cocoa Board, knows what this means to the industry. Head of Public Relations, Fifi Buafo, says bending the rules under the certification program shouldn't be condoned.
Bending of rules are not permitted. Rules ought to be respected. So if anyone at any point in time bends the rule, that is not what it's supposed to be.
Clearly, it's those who are to set standards for poor cocoa growers breaking the rules. But this breach of protocols meant to attract sanctions is rather making these crook officials better off, while farmers sink deep in poverty. Thousands of cocoa farmers are living very poor. Many live in deplorable conditions, while the beans they produce are powering economies of nations.
the little that you are to receive in addition to your produce. When it's not paid, how can you manage? And so, well, there's nothing like lucrative on our part.
Meet 79-year-old Philip Okai Amankwa Ano, a chief cocoa farmer at Esikansu in the eastern region. Ano looks frail, but he still needs to work on this cocoa farm to survive. He has dealt with many licensed cocoa buying companies.
We feel it, but when you talk, well, it doesn't reach anywhere. It doesn't reach anywhere.
It's against these harsh conditions that farmers like Isaac Abanga joined a cocoa certification program in the hope that he would earn more money for his years of hard work on the farm. The 81-year-old has over the years received training and agricultural inputs under the certification scheme.
Training the woman my training chirese ya kase ya gu aduro no kra no say na I say overall eno no nyina ye woman my bi acheche yen say ye ya ye hohoro yensa ye bodro no wie so a ye sansesa container so no enkotutu amena kase na ye mfa engum na enkata so.
But this pleasant offer turned bleak when deductions were made from his income for the agrochemicals he was provided with under the program. He had to pull out of the scheme that lit a spark of hope of a better life for him.
No, ye joy no. Dear Koba and say, woman my name no. Na say you're not Yamibua Fedano, Cocono Banner say, one more kind of free mono. Say, I take cocoa back pet. And on a ye and on a river try home. One so per se, get Sassicanina free at once. And the Agis also, there's a sour who can guess at the Eversati Biemono and a Banya scan of film. I visit so no, I visit so sour or more. One moment, my Eddie Bia, she says, she won't crater some and crater nominate Tadibia. Yeah, ye crack, I know no kind here, and so no more, she should near to take a kind of film. Ama, ye, basso, so I say transportation, the motor more modern. And no mina, a share a tiffy, ama a higher, and I share, you say, Sagimano, at the Sadia, Saku, and yeah, dear, bet me a San Jobio.
If there is any benefit he can point to under the new certification scheme he has signed up to, is the calendars and t-shirts he's been given and not the cash premium.
First, no, my jar no check a crackama and my I feel no, Safi, we are you. Get a cocoa, we once say a check, but pimine, a bit a year can a pimine, a hiano, a kayapa, or hianaba. The uncle also Eddie, ye premium no abre, but pimine, a young family bray. A busa, one say a baba, nada babano, and a yenim. Say baba, ne say baba china, and tea a maya who chile my pa.
Na majaro premium no and they sing.
I don't know so, it is 200 run of the Maya.
Na eno no like efa eniema ubenya ewo ase no eniema no ebi ni den ana omo eno so yen fa mamu ye te say maybe boot ana we say ana eno so yen fa mamu ye send ete wo amajaro de na ase
amajaro de ne de nanka yenim se wo so ba yete say abrabo pafo no naso amajaro for say t-shirt nkwa na brebi wo mudi baako bi maye media kura na ekete te say kora na mse ana kora dofu momba maye tadi amu maye kase ama ye mana kata yeto na kete tie say enti ama mudi ma ankora.
This program was to improve their livelihoods, but the story has not changed because some produce clerks of licensed buying companies have found ways of cheating the system and keeping the poor farmer poorer. Cocoa farmers who subscribe to the certification program are to be given training, agricultural inputs, and a cash incentive known as premium when they sell their cocoa beans. Chocolate consumers in the US and the UK pay a little more to support the production of certified cocoa. This is why we go undercover to find out whether these requirements are being met under the cocoa certification program and to ask whether farmers are paid better under the scheme. This is Esuokol, a farming community in the eastern region. The depot of Kwapo Cocoa Buying Company is run by a middle-aged man. They are under the certification standard body UTZ Rainforest Alliance. Under the scheme, he says, farmers registered with him benefit from farm inputs and agrochemicals. He tops it up with a cash premium of 8 Ghana cedis per bag of cocoa. But this claim is strongly refuted by the farmers. They say they are paid 5 Ghana cedis per bag as premium. That is a 3 Ghana cedi difference. They are, however, yet to benefit from the tall list of goodies the depot manager spoke of. Increasingly, to qualify for these benefits, a farmer has to pay a registration fee of 5 Ghana cedis and buy shares of Kwapo Cocoa with a startup capital of 10 Ghana cedis.
When I send my cocoa to Ekwapa, I'll get bonus, then my catalyst from cocoa Ekwapa.
With the bonus, how much is it?
5 cedi.
Okay.
Per one bag, 5 cedi per one bag.
The bonus, you are getting the bonus. They have given us 5 cedis per bag every year. So they calculate the bag that you have sold and give the bonus to you.
Apart from the bonus, what else do you get from them?
Sometimes they give us tractors and the fertilizer. With fertilizer, but the liquid fertilizer. They give us liquid fertilizer.